Two separate houses, two vastly different lives. One lives as an orphan, the other lives as a child. Both taking different ways yet collide in the same chain, fighting hands to stay and reaching from an undying vein. One living as a child wakes up with the same face every day, a blank slate ready to be cared for. The child can make of it what it wants. The toy can be anything imagination allows. It is picked off the shelf by an eager child and sent home where it will be destroyed. The child is not gentle, barely any are. Pulling, throwing, soaking, and just about everything else. As it drags along the dirt, you'd think the toy has seen better days. However, stained, wet, and cold, the toy decides that nothing would be better than seeing the child laugh and smile. So even if, as it is fixed, it is never enough to feel the scars of its wounds. As its colors fade into memory, the toy finally understands. To be loved is to be changed. On the other side of the world lives an orphan. The sky's anger and the cloud's tears are complete contrast to the heart's joy of the dog and his best friend. Their laughter is muffled by the raindrops, yet their smiles echo louder than the thunder. "Catch!" The dog owner, David, shouted as he threw a ball across the backyard. Brownie, the dog, barked in return, running to catch the ball. He was a few centimeters away from the ball. Just as he was about to catch it, the ball disappeared, vanishing into thin air. The dog, puzzled, looked around in every direction, only to realize he was transported to another place. The house that surrounded the backyard were nowhere to be found. The scent of flowers blooming is now turned rusty and pungent. As the dog took his first step, his body trembled, a shock running through his veins. Despite the pain, he took another step forward, until finally his body got used to the pain and he was walking normally again. Suddenly, Brownie felt a heavy weight on his neck. He looked down, trying to find the source of such weight, but he couldn't reach it. Tired, he gave up. A deep voice suddenly shouted, startling the dog. "Hey, you rodents! Get back here!" He looked back to see a muscular man holding a long metal rod, eyeing what appears to be him. Sensing the danger, the dog frantically ran as the man followed him. Fortunately, his body gave up before his heart did. The muscular man caught the dog and took hold of something in his neck, which the dog realized was a chain. "Caught you, you weasel twits! Stop making me catch again! You know, I should never let this happen again." The dog curled up in response. His eyes were heavy with tears as he slowly accepted his fate. The man hit the dog with his long rod. Each hit, each blood drop synced with his heartbeat. He was going to call David, but it was in his last moments that he realized David doesn't exist. He was merely a fragment of imagination, his way of coping. He was so close. Too close to not mourn the freedom he could have had. At the last hit, the dog didn't feel pain anymore, for he was dead. As the two souls journey toward the sky, time no longer moves the way it once did. Darkness does not come all at once. For the toy, it arrives gently. The last thing it remembered was stillness. No eager hands pulling at its seams, no rough playing of laughter, only silence. For Brownie, darkness follows the final echo of metal striking bone. The last breath he never finished calling out. Then nothing. No pains, no chains, no fear catching up to him. And then, light. Brownie opened his eyes first. He lifted his head cautiously, waiting for another strike. there was none. Not far away lies a toy, stitched and still. It lifted slowly, expecting rough hands, and instead finds a trembling dog watching from a distance. They both hesitate. The toy rolls gently toward him, stopping within reach. Brownie lowered himself, bracing for an impact that never comes. His nose touched the worn fabric, careful and afraid. The toy does not pull away. Instead, it leans closer. For the first time, the dog reaches without fear. For the first time, the toy was held without being pulled apart. They stay there in comfort, in quiet understanding. Two lives shaped by hands and chains finally find something neither had found before: peace.